urban flow,
Welcome to Urban Flow. This is a very special program because we are in El Peñol, an amazing club in Brixton where the action is taking place. As in a few minutes we'll be talking with the merengue and hip hop pioneers Fulanito, who during 15 years they've been making us dance with songs like Guayando or Cepilla Cepilla. We'll be also catching up with Always Hype TV, two comedians who are getting very popular on YouTube.
Urban Flow
with a little bit of UK urban Latin twist. Yeah?
I'm Nathan.
I'm Gomez.
And this is Always Hype TV.
Make sure you check us out.
Listen.
Urban Flow.
Urban Flow.
Ben TV, channel 184, 9:30.
Check it out.
And in 5 minutes, we'll be talking to DJ Nico Calor, an Alcatraz team member who's been DJing at the best clubs in Miami. So don't miss it.
Hola mi gente, this is Dose Rock the Illest,
Danny el Chulito, Steven Diamante.
y somos Fulanito. Sigan guayando con Urban Flow.
Urban Flow, baby.
Canadillas.
Que comience la fiesta. Mira, agarra a tu mujer y a cepillar se ha dicho.
Hey, welcome back to Urban Flow. I'm your chica Valeria Casas. And today I'm next to one of the, if not the icons of hip hop and merengue, Fulanito.
Canadilla.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Glad to be back in the UK.
Yeah, after what, 9 years I think it's been?
No, it's been shorter. We've been here before. After that,
Seriously?
Yeah, about 6 years ago.
yeah.
6 years? Yeah, boring,
Something
but
like
it still is a long time.
Yeah, it took a while to come back.
Too long.
Okay, well, we've been missing you guys, seriously. Where have you been?
I missed you.
Well, we haven't been busy. We've been busy.
Busy, I hope so. Working hard, right?
Working hard.
Obviously, of course. Your music, has become one of the classics in the Latin community. You know, the great hits from you guys. How would you describe, how do you guys do it? That whole mix of hip hop with merengue, it's like you guys have like un sazon, a flavor, a precise way of doing it.
I grew up listening to hip hop, you know, back in the 80s and all that, like Derek B. Rakim, KRS-One, you know, Run DMC, my favorites. You know, so what I did is just pretty much incorporate like the hip hop with the music my mother was listening to at home, which is a lot of merengue and salsa and all that. So what we just did is pretty much make a fusion of both sounds that I grew up listening to.
Okay, is that the influences that you
Yeah, I
have?
mean that's like the main thing because you grow like those were saying you grew up at home and you grew up in urban New York City and you hear the hip hop like he says and then you go home and your mom's playing, you know, Boni Cepeda while she's mopping the floor or something like that. So your head gets a little confused and you want to put the fusion together. Those came up with an excellent idea with putting the two genres of music together, and it's been working ever since. So
yeah,
why
it's
change
been doing
it?
amazing.
Yeah,
exactly. But where do you guys get your influences from?
Well, pretty much is like the hip hoppers that I named right there, and when it comes to like the Latin music, is Johnny Ventura, Fulanito Villalona, you know, Tatito Enrique, the accordion stuff. So yeah, you know, just grew up always listening to that and jamming to the party to all that kind of music, and we just fused all the sounds together, and that's Fulanito right there.
Do you guys prefer to write in Spanish, in English? Because I know you guys do in Spanglish, which I love. Un poquito español, un poquito de inglés. But where is
for me it's easier in English. You know, I started out my career doing English, music in English.
Hip hop, right?
House music. I had a big hit out here in the UK with a record called Wiggle It. So Wiggle It.
Yeah, I heard that.
A little bit. So that was my first big hit. But yeah, I started doing the Latin stuff right around 1997.
What about you guys?
No, the same type of deal. I mean, we right now music is so multicultural. You have so many different elements to it that you know. It seems like whatever's just different will make sense. So instead of sticking to traditional stuff, we just kind of always try to mix it up. We've done records like kind of cumbia-ish with reggaeton, but a lo Fulanito, you know? We kind of put our own little touch to it, but we still keep it amongst what we feel comfortable doing. So that seems to work out for us.
Vamos, hay gozadera, la jevita quiere pela.
with the producer, Mafi.
Yeah,
Alcatraz, right?
produced by Mafio Alcatraz.
Yeah, exactly. How did that song came about?
The first day I met Mafio, he reached out to me on Facebook and he said, "Yo, let's come through the studio." When I got to New York, and I just went to his house, and that's the first thing we came up with. Drake and Kayne, and then we released it. Did pretty well.
What other artists or producers would you like to work in the future?
It's a good question.
It's a lot. Dr. Dre.
Yeah, I was gonna
MJ,
say
hit me
that.
up.
You guys wanna do stuff with the, hip hop scene, with the genre in English?
I would love to work with Dr. Dre or Timbaland.
Yeah.
Timbaland, one of my favorites. Kanye West. Off the hook.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm a fan of hip hop.
Drake, holla, Drake. Good.
Gozadera Total. Fulanito, watch yourself.
I remember that when the first time I heard Fulanito, I was 10, I was back in Bolivia. And I remember that my cousin, he came from the army and he actually had an accident. And I remember that when he came to visit us, he wasn't upset or nothing. He just came and said, "Valeria, have you heard this track?" And I'm like, "No, listen to this." And it was Fulanito, it was Guayando. And he started dancing and, being happy, and I was like,
That's good. That's
is
good to hear.
Is he for real? I was like, wow.
It's a good story.
It's a party
I'm gonna
style.
start using that now in the next interview. You're gonna use that.
And I just wanted to know, where is that the message that you want to bring? Is that the feeling that you want to get out of your songs?
Well, happiness, and then a lot of the DJs tell me that, whenever the party's dead, they throw on el cepillo, comienza la fiesta, that's when everybody gets live, everybody
It's
starts
pretty
to
direct.
dance.
Comienza la fiesta. So
Yeah.
if you don't get up after that one, then you shouldn't be out. You should be home.
I'm glad to this day people still get up and dance to it.
It's because it's one of the classics, you know what I mean?
It's been like 15 years now. Wow.
Exactly.
Time flies.
So, for people out there just like my cousin and for all of us that love, would you mind singing a little a cappella for Guayando?
Miami, yeah.
Yeah?
Vamos a gozar, vamos a bailar. La fiesta está buena, yo me voy a quedar. Bacanería.
Yeah, there you go.
That's amazing, by the way. I need to clap for that.
Let's dance.
Guayando.
Y ahora que la cosa se va a poner buena aquí. Gozadera total. Adelante. Hagan bulla, get body, move your body, everybody.
What would you say is the ingredient to make a classic? What is the secret ingredient?
If everybody had the answer. You know what? You do music sometimes and you don't know how people are gonna react to it. Sometimes you do a record, it's not your strongest, or you think, and then people kind of react to it. Like you said, was your cousin? You said?
Yeah, my cousin.
So everybody, that's a good thing about music. Music, everybody listens to something and it puts them in a separate part of their life, whether it's love, whether it's frustration. I think just having fun and enjoying what you do, I think is pretty much. I mean, for me, I don't know what these guys think, but
If you feel what you're doing is the right thing, then just go for it, Don't have second doubts about what you're doing. So
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. You need to go with what you feel, right?
yeah. Believe
go with
it.
your gut, and I mean,
Believe in yourself.
And a catchy hook wouldn't hurt.
All right, and a catchy hook. So we got the
And a good video.
What was that again? Good video, catchy track, and believe in yourself. Don't second doubt
don't
yourself.
second doubt yourself.
Yeah, I like that. Last question before we go. You guys been together for what, 15 years? There are many groups out there who, after a while, they split apart, they go separate ways. But you guys are still together. What's the key to work together?
Live in different states. Now you know what it is? When you're together, you're bound to get on each other's nerves. Just like when you work with anybody and you get to each other.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. We're family. I've been with those for a long time, and Steve now. So you work together. You have your good times. You have your bad times. The good thing is to always stay friends, be honest with each other, and and you have your ups and downs, but to, always just stay focused. On what the goal is, and everything kind of works out.
That's a good advice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it's great to have support from the fans for all these years, because they're the ones that keep us busy.
Yeah.
That's true.
So that'll keep a group together.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I want to say thank you guys. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
And I can't wait to be dancing later on.
Later on, we're gonna get it on. We're gonna do a little.
Yeah. This is an exclusive interview for Urban Flow. minutes before the concert. And Fulanito is here in London, and we are so happy to have you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you, London. Thanks for having us.
Eso es, sigue el perreo,